Today's class will be a little bit different than how we normally do it. You know, I'm constantly trying to find new ways to keep you guys challenged and change things up, especially when it comes to this class, because it can get a little boring when it is just interval times. And I don't want you guys to be thinking about the time. I just want time to be flying as we get through these 20 minutes of core. So for today's class, we have 3 different parts. I ended my HIIT and core class with this yesterday, and I'm going to start today's class with it. We have a 3-minute AMRAP, so as many rounds as possible. We have 3 movements. We're going to do 6 reps of each of those, and it just goes back to back to back for 3 minutes. You can take those breaks whenever you need to, but try to keep them really small and quick, especially since these are just core movements, so they shouldn't be taking too much out of you. And then for our middle portion, we are going to do 2 4-minute circuits. Those will each also have just 3 exercises. And then we're going to end it all off with a 7-minute EMOM every minute on the minute, meaning that, again, we will do the same amount of reps for those 3 exercises. And then whatever time you have left within that minute will be your rest time. So if it's 30 seconds you end with or 15 seconds, that is what your rest. And we're going to do that for 7 minutes. So that is how the breakdown of class will be. So starting with our 3-minute AMRAP, we will start on our elbows in an elbow plank. As always, elbow right underneath that shoulder. And then all you have to do is step the feet back to take the knees off the ground. Nice low back, no arches. You pull that belly button into the spine. And we're going to do 6 spider crunches. So taking that knee to the outside of the elbow, we're just going to do a single count. So total of 6, 3 on each side. And then we're going to turn it over for bicycle sit-ups, laying on our back, legs extended, hands by our head, chin off that chest. We come fully off the ground and we twist to bring our elbow and our opposite knee together. So as you sit up, you tuck one knee in and then you twist to bring that opposite elbow together. And again, single count, so a total of 6, 3 on each side. And then our last movement for this AMRAP will be a cocoon. We start with our arms and legs extended, and then we tuck it all in, making sure those shoulders come off the ground, knees come in, and then you extend it back out, and then you come in. As you extend it out, you keep those feet hovered off the ground, and you want to make sure, of course, that lower back is pressed to the floor, keeping that nice pelvic tilt the entire time. So that is where we are starting for today's core. Again, it is 3 minutes total. The breaks are whatever you make them. So if you can go all the way through 3 minutes without any breaks, that is awesome. If you need to, you can always take that quick sip or that quick breather and then get right back into it. So we're going to start, again, 6 reps. That is the lucky number today for all 3 of those. We have our elbow plank spider crunch. We turn it over, hands by our head, bicycle sit up, and then arms and legs extended into our cocoon. 6 reps each for 3 minutes. We're going to go ahead and get started. So everyone should bring it down onto their floor, making sure that elbow, shoulder, nice and aligned. Step the feet back. We're going to start it in 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee outside of the elbow. We're going to do 6 total, 3 on each. You're keeping track of your numbers yourself. Once you're done, you turn it over. Legs extended, hands by the head. Sit it on up. And then after those sit-ups, extend the legs out. Come on in for those cocoons. And then you just start it back over, coming into those elbow planks whenever you are ready. Again, go at whatever pace works for you, whether it is mine, faster or slower. This is your workout. Do what is comfortable for you, but still slightly challenging. We want to aim for at least 3 rounds. Keeping it going. We have a minute and a half left. How many rounds can you get in from there? Again, making sure you keep that back nice and straight into that plank. And then when you're laying on the ground, making that pelvic tilt, lower back nice and flat. We have just over a minute left. We got 40 seconds. Keep it going. Can you push past those 3 rounds that we're aiming for? Try and get to 4. Can you complete that 4th round? We got 20 seconds. Push, push, push. Keep it going. Keep those breaks nice and quick if you're stopping. We have 7 seconds. Keep it moving. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax. We are done with our first portion of the class. Now we are moving into our circuit. So for our first circuit, we are starting with a knee hang sit up, laying on our back, legs bent, feet in the air. And then again, keeping those arms off the ground, chin off the chest. You're just bringing your back completely off the ground. Find that balance for a second, hold it, and then bring it back down, and then sit it on up. If that is a little too challenging for you, you can always place the feet down, and then just go ahead and do normal sit-ups. We're gonna go ahead and lay it down. We are starting in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it up. Hold that balance, then lay it back down nice and slowly. Do not just drop onto the floor. I want you to slowly lower back down, almost vertebrae by vertebrae. We have 10 seconds, and then we have some V-sit extensions. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, sit it on up, our V-sit. We're sitting on our bottoms. Option to keep the hands behind you as you extend those legs in and out, or challenge, hands up, extend them in and out. Go ahead, pick your position, and we will begin extending those legs just in, out, keeping that back nice and straight. Or if you want that challenge, a little bit more core and balance work, you pick the hands off the ground, just balancing on your bottom as you extend in and out. We just have 5 more seconds. 2, 1. We're gonna bring it back down to our knee hang sit up, laying on the ground, legs bent, feet in the air, chin off that chest. We sit it up, hold that balance for a second, then bring it back down. 2, 1. Let's bring it up. Find the balance. Bring it back down, nice and slowly. Feel your core working. Do not let any of that momentum help you up. I know it's very easy to fall into that swinging back and forth, but really make sure you stop and pause for a second to make sure you stopped, and then bring it back. Go ahead, sit it back up. We're coming into our leg extensions one more time. Again, hands behind the back or off the ground, your choice. Feet coming up in 3, 2, 1. Let's extend it out. Bring it in. Or if you need to, hands off the ground. Make it a little bit more challenging on your core. Don't let those feet touch the ground. We just have a little bit over 10 seconds. And then our final set into this circuit will be combining these two movements. We have 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. So we combine them. We are on the ground. We sit it up, find that balance, extend the legs out, bring it in, and then lay back down. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Sit it up, extend it out. Come in, bring it down. If you need to, modified version, you drop the feet to the floor, you do your sit-up, then you place the hands behind the back and extend the legs in and out. Place it back down and slowly lay onto the ground. We're halfway there. We just have 20 seconds remaining. And then we come into that second set, or that second circuit, I should say. Two, one, let's relax. 30 seconds, catch your breath, grab some water if you need it, and then we come into our second circuit. Same thing, 2 exercises for 2 sets, and then we combine it for 1 longer 45-second set. For our first exercise, we have a toe touch, laying on our back, legs extended. We're just bringing our hands up to our feet, shoulders off the ground. Let's begin in 3, 1, reach it up. And of course, if you have a dumbbell or a weight, you're more than welcome to hold on to it for that extra challenge. Make sure the shoulders are coming up, engaging that upper portion of your core. We have 10 seconds. 2, 1, let's go ahead and relax. Place those hands under your hips, and we're gonna come into some leg drops. So just lowering those legs down, making sure that lower back presses into the floor. We start in 3, 2, 1, bring it down, and then up. Only go as far as you can without that back beginning to arch or before your feet touch the ground, whichever comes first. And of course, if you need a little bit more of a challenge, you can bring those hands over that chest, extend them out, weight or no weight, as you lower those legs down. If you need to modify it, just drop 1 leg at a time. We have 3, 2, 1. We pick the feet back up, coming straight into those toe touches, hands up, weight or no weight. We are starting in 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's reach for the feet. We have single digits, 7 seconds left. And then we come into our final set of just leg drops. Go ahead and rest. Pick whichever version you need to, whether it's just the normal hands under the hips, hands over, or if you're gonna drop 1 leg at a time instead of both, pull the belly button in, and let's go ahead, drop those feet slowly down, stay in control. Make sure that back stays pressed to the ground the entire time as you lower those legs. So it should come down nice and slow, and then you pick them back up nice and quick. Slow drop, quick up. We have 7 seconds, and then we're gonna combine our toe taps and our leg drop. Go ahead and relax. Now we combine it for our long 45-second set. Up to tap the toes, you lay down, you drop the legs. Keeping that back nice and straight. Let's start in 3, 2, 1. Reach for the toes. Slowly lower. Pick it up. Reach for the toes again. This is it, our last set, and then we move into our last portion of this workout. The time is already flying because we're already halfway through this last set. Not to mention we get 60 seconds to relax after this, a nice long break after all of this core work. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's relax. 60 seconds, grab some water, catch your breath, and then now we move into our 7-minute EMOM. We have 3 moves. Just like with that AMRAP, we have 6 reps for our first EMOM. So our 3 moves: moving plank jack, starting on our elbows, jump the feet out, jump the feet in, press up onto the hands, jump the feet out, jump the feet in, and then we bring it back down. Same thing, single count, so you're only gonna do a total of 6. So when you're on your elbows, that counts as 1. When you press up, that counts as 2. Second exercise, we have cross climbers. So after that 6 moving plank jack, you should already be in that high plank. You go 1, 2, 3, 4 until 6. Knee to that opposite elbow. And then our last exercise, we turn it over onto the back for some sprinter crunches, arms and legs extended. We sit up and we bring one knee and that opposite elbow in, and then the other. Same thing, single count, so a total of 6, 3 on each side. You have 1 minute to do 6 reps of all 3. Whatever you have left, that is our rest time. So we start with those moving plank jacks. On the elbows, jump the feet out, press it up, jump the feet out. That counts as 2, not 1. And then we move straight into those cross climbers. We have 7 seconds. Bring it onto the elbows. 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump the feet out. Bring it up. That's 2. Back down. 3. Up for 4. Again, go at whatever your pace is. Just remember, this is both your work and your rest on that 6th one. Cross climbers. Total of 6. Knees to that opposite elbow. Then you turn it over. Sprinter crunch. Bring in that knee, opposite elbow. And then when you're done, you get to rest. So if you've already finished like me, we have 30 seconds. Grab that water. This will be a little bit more fast paced. You want to bring that heart rate up a little bit. You still have 20 seconds if you're not done. If you are, our second EMOM, we're going to do 8 reps this time of all 3. So 8 reps. So our rest time should be a little bit shorter. Let's bring it onto our elbows. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump it out. Remember, total of 8. So it should be 4 of each. And then on that 4th high plank, straight into 8 cross climbers. After that, we turn it over. We're on our backs, 8 sprinter crunches. Whew. 20 seconds remaining. And then we come into our 3rd EMOM where we bring it back down, 6 reps. We're coming back to those 6 reps, giving us a little bit more of that rest. Let's bring it onto our forearms, shoulders over those elbows. We're picking our knees up in 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump it out. Up, out, down, out. A total of 6, 3 on each. Once you're there, cross climbers. And then we flip it back over, sprinter crunches. And then when you're done with those 6, you get to relax. We still have 30 seconds, so don't worry if you're not done. There's still plenty of time. Our 4th EMOM, can you guess what we're doing? We have 8 reps. We are back to those 8, 4 on each side, starting with those elbow plank jacks, coming up to our hands. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's jump it out. Remember, 8, 4 of each. Once you're there, cross climbers, 8. Then when you're there, we turn it over, 8 sprinter crunches, 4 on each side. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more into those sprinter crunches, you will keep both feet hovering off the ground rather than letting one touch the floor. Still have 20 seconds. We are resting to get ready for our 6 rep round. So 6, a total of 3 each side. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. We jump it out, bring it up. Try to alternate which hand you press up with. Remember, we're on 6. Then we go straight into those cross climbers, and then we turn it over for our 6 sprinter crunches. Feet down or feet hovering, your choice based on where you are physically. We got 30 seconds. And then we are coming back to our 8 rep round. We just have 2 more EMOMs. And then we're done, you guys. Time was flying today. We got 15 seconds, 8 reps. That's 4 on each side for all 3 of these movements. We are starting on our forearms. Knees up, feet back. 3, 2, 1. Let's go for 8. Then we come into those cross climbers. Bring it on back, lay it down, 8 sprinter crunches. We still have 20 seconds. So don't worry if you're not done, keep moving. We just have 1 EMOM left, our last one. This time, it's our last one, last set, best set. We are going for 10 reps of each of those. Bring it down. We have 10, 5 on each side. 2, 1, let's move. 5 on each side, a total of 10. And here is the kicker. Even if you finish before time is up, I want you to hold out a plank. We get no rest this time. It is our last minute. Turn it over when you're ready. We're on our back, 10 sprinter crunches. And if you finish early, you hold a plank. Elbow or on your hands, does not matter. I just want you to be in that plank position. We got 20 seconds left. Keep it up. And if you are done, you turn it back over. You hold that plank. We still have 10 seconds. Keep it going. Nice and strong for 4, 3, 2, 1. We rest. Whew. We grab some water. We catch our breath. And then we meet me in a child's pose position, seated on our heels, palms down, reaching out, chin to chest, opening up that lower back. Go ahead, inhale through the nose, and let's exhale towards the left, bringing your nose to that left knee. Just have one more breath here. And then we'll go ahead, inhale it back to center. And then we exhale it, walking our hands to the right, bringing our nose to that right knee now. Reach that left hand as far as you can. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead, Bring it back center, and let's push forward. Coming into a cobra, we extend the legs, keep those arms nice and straight, push through those palms as we inhale, slight tilt of that chin, just to stretch out that core. And then we go ahead, exhale, back into quadruped position, hands and knees. We are gonna go ahead, step that right foot forward, coming into our low lunge, align the knee and the ankle, sink the hips. And then from here, I want us to thread the needle. So we're gonna keep our right hand down, and we're gonna take our left hand, bring it under that right thigh, and then we pick it up and we twist it up, trying to look up at that hand as best you can. Let's go ahead, bring it back down and up. We're gonna do 2 more. Bring it down and up as we thread the needle. We just have 1 more here. Bring it down, bring it straight up. Hold it, look up at that hand if you can, for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, drop that left hand back down to the ground. We're gonna go ahead, push the hips back, extend that right leg, lift the toes, and fold it forward into this hamstring stretch. If you need to, feel free to slightly bend that right knee, take some of the pressure off. Just try to keep that back nice and straight, and then just hinge it over. Don't just fold at the back and hunch. We have 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, push the hips back, drop that right foot. We step the right foot back, switching sides, left foot forward, align the knee and the ankle. We're gonna keep that left hand on the ground, take that right hand, sweep it under, and then we bring it up to the sky, trying to look up at that hand. And then we're gonna bring it back down. We have 3 more. Up, down, and then up. Just 1 more. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it up, and we hold it for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, drop that right hand back down. We're gonna push the hips back, extend that left leg, lift the toes, fold it forward, keep that back as straight as you can. If you need to, take a slight bend in that left knee. We have 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, push the hips back forward, drop the left toes, and we're gonna step back that left foot. We're gonna go ahead and come up into a downward dog, raising up the knees, keeping those arms, push the shoulders back, bring that chest to your thighs, and then we're gonna pull out those heels, stretching out our calves. We have 3, 2, 1. We're gonna stop pedaling it out. We're gonna kick that leg up in the air, and then we're going to sweep it forward, coming into a half pigeon. So that right leg should be in front of you, 90 degrees, back leg nice and straight, hips are even, and then your option to either keep the palms on the ground, take it 1 step further, drop it to your forearms, or even further, forehead to the floor, as we stretch out our piriformis. We have 3, 2, 1. We're gonna press up. And then from here, your 2 options, you can stay as you are, or if you wanna get a little bit of that quad stretch in, you're gonna kick that left leg up and reach for it with your right ankle or right hand to that right ankle, pull that foot as close to you as you need to, and you should feel a little bit of that stretch running through the front of that left thigh. If you can't reach that ankle, no worries, just stay in that pigeon position. We just have 3, 2, 1. Slowly release that left foot back down to the ground. Both hands are on the floor. We're gonna curl our left toes, pick up the knee, and bring it back down into downward dog. Pushing those shoulders back. We're switching sides, left foot up. Bring it forward. slowly lower, uncurl the right toes, and then pick your level for this pigeon. Palms down, forearms, or the forehead. We just have one more breath here. And then we're gonna go ahead, press it on up. Again, option to stay as is, or we kick that right leg up. Reach for it with the left hand, reaching for the ankle, never the toes. Fold it close to you. Feel that pull running through that right quad. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's slowly release that right foot down to the ground. We're gonna curl the toes, press up onto the hands, bring it back into our downward dog. And then we slowly walk the hands back to the feet. We're in this forward fold. So we're gonna take our hands behind our back, interlock those fingers, raise them on up, stretch out those shoulders, fall deeper into this hamstring stretch. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead, slowly drop our hands back down to the ground. We're gonna inhale, sweeping our arms up. Nice big inhale. Arms come overhead. Left hand, right wrist. We exhale it over to the left. And then we inhale it back to center, nice and tall spine. Switch hands. Exhale it over to the right. Go ahead, inhale it back up, reach, reach, reach. Maybe get in a little bit of that back bend if it feels nice. Back center. And then we're gonna slowly exhale those arms back down. That is all I have for today's class, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Hopefully I will see you all next week.